It's a bit controversial, but I'd say don't be so productive.
Oh,
Yes.
so it's been almost 2 weeks since Singapore entered its circuit breaker period, and everyone's working from home unless they are an essential service. Working from home seems like a great idea in theory. Waking up later, working from the comfort of your own home, and no boss nagging at you. But some of you may already be feeling restless and unproductive. Maybe it's cabin fever? We speak to Dr. Paul Lim, lecturer of Organisational Behaviour and Human Resources at Singapore Management University, to find out more. Why does working from home start to suck after a while?
Well, I mean, if you're an extrovert, you love to just gossip at the water cooler, the pantry, catch up on news. Working from home is not really the thing for you, right? You need contact with people, and you have probably read or seen many articles saying that humans are social beings, and that's very good. Right? We need the social touch.
Okay, wait, so cabin fever is a real thing. I'm not a terrible employee for feeling this way.
So if you think of corrective facilities around the world where they isolate you as a form of punishment, they take away your freedoms, your liberties, the ability to do whatever you want, definitely it has an impact on the human mind, on the very fact that we need to be around people. You can somehow see that people may associate themselves with having their liberties and freedoms being taken away. So if cabin fever is a real thing, if you compare my friends in Australia, maybe they may not be feeling it as bad because there's land, there's a backyard, the garden, they can tend to their plants, they can read those before we eat it. But in Singapore, most of us live in flats, and we shouldn't be hanging around outside too long. It does have an impact on the psyche, on how we deal with things, and especially Singaporeans are a very driven bunch of people, and we want things fast, we plan ahead, so it does affect us in terms of we're not used to it, we're not cramped up in our four walls. It's definitely not healthy in that sense.
Okay, so I know I'm not alone in feeling this way. How do I cope with it then?
Thankfully, Singapore is not in a total lockdown, right? The government did a very good decision by calling circuit breaker. Of course, there's some arguments about whether it signals too lax an approach or whether it is appropriate, but I personally feel it's appropriate. The words you use can give a certain impact to people. In Singapore, as long as we go out and we come back, we don't loiter. To the parks, I think that's amazing. I think it's great. A lot of people don't realize that this helps in maintaining the psychological balance and mental health of people. I mean, you see people making fun of Singaporeans like, well, suddenly the weekends they all go to the park lectures, right? It's a result of this cabin fever. Secondly, I do tell people this, it's a bit controversial, but I say don't be so productive.
Oh,
yes, this is not normal in the sense that we are not working at the same tempo as before. If you continue working at the same tempo as before, you finish your work very quickly, but your colleagues probably haven't even completed the work yet. And then you're left with nothing. And then you'll be frustrated. Now, for those who are in the essential services, right, there's no way you can slow down the tempo. But for the rest of us, let's just take things a little bit slower, because it's not uniquely Singaporean. This is a global problem. And see some of our friends are planning for, going on trips already, like we're going to do this. I don't think that's a good idea. There's a theory called the Stockdale paradox. And what it says is that people who are overly optimistic, they become very demoralized very quickly. People who are extremely negative will also be very demoralized very quickly. It's the people who take the middle ground to say that, yes, it's not fun. Yeah, it's not normal. However, I'm going to take every day as it comes. I know we're supposed to end the circuit breaker on the 4th of May. If we keep looking towards the 4th of May as the end date, and if it's extended by, say, another 1 or 2 weeks, how would you feel? You would end up very demoralized, frustrated, and unfortunately, some people cannot handle that in the best way possible. So I say take it a day at a time. Unless, of course, your work requires you to continue that productivity level. Get some sun, okay, but don't spend too long. It's scientifically proven that when you go for exercises, it has a positive effect on your brain and mental health.
Okay, what other habits other than exercise can I form to make working from home suck less?
So definitely you want to have some kind of timetable. In terms of some of us who don't have that intensity, fix to a routine and just work your way around it. Today, just watch 1 or 2 episodes of that favorite Korean drama you want. Pace yourself. You don't have to binge watch everything, such that you don't have anything left to watch.
Okay, do you have anything to say to people who are working from home?
Yeah, I would say that hang in there. Don't be so caught up in wanting to be so productive unless your boss needs you to be, right? But if you're setting your own goals or your boss says, hey, I need this in 5 days, and you can finish this in half an hour, take your time. It's a different world that we're living in right now. It's not going to be like that forever. For my millennial friends and those in the Gen Z, wow, some of you are having a real tough time because we do so many things and now it's all closed up, right? Take videos of yourself dancing, doing stuff, post on Instagram, make it funny, people will support you for that. Be vulnerable in that sense, and you'll find that instead of looking at yourself inwardly too much, if you start thinking about others and how you can help others, and believe it or not, I think it would make you overall a better person, and suddenly you find that what you're facing is really not that bad.